snap. Hi. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Rehash. It's me. I'm your host, Doogie Kavanaugh. It's my giant head, and we're in sort of a new setting-ish, a little bit. Tell me how you like it. It's a new setup. Hi, Rachel in chat. Hi, Emmy in the chat. Welcome. I'm so happy to see all y'all. I got Saint Dolly in the background right here, our patron saint, Dolly Parton. Yes. Um, mm, mm, the sweater. It's a whole look. All my trophies. We'll have a segment on the awards that I've won at some point or another later down the line. Thank you. Yes, I'm feeling some like early 2000s space agery. This is what's happening. This is what we are serving tonight on the Rehash. Yeah, let me bring in my co-host, David. David!
Yeah.
David!
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I like how we're both wearing sweaters.
Yeah.
Yours is better. This is my grandpa's old
Tis
sweater.
the season.
It is. It
Tis
is.
the season.
The season of I didn't notice all those trophies behind you. That's pretty cool.
I've won a few awards in my day. Like I said, we can do like a whole segment on. I don't want to bog the audience down too much because it's not about that right now.
It's not.
It's about the show. Oh my God, Tina's here.
Hey Tina.
Much love to you, Tina. Work on your dissertation. Shenanigans in the background. Anyway, Hi, welcome. Shall we get started with a little story time?
We should. I think it's you this week, right?
It is this week. David, you kick off. Explain to our audience what's going on.
So Tookie and I have known each other for a while. We've done a bunch of shows together. We traveled around New England, doing some stuff, stayed in Airbnbs, yada yada. Close friends. But we don't know everything about each other. So we like to have a little anecdote at the start of each of these, and perhaps learn something that we don't already know. So
okay. Tonight's theme, because I don't know if our audience ever catches on, but every show that we do has like a subtle theme to it. So tonight's theme is the early 2000s, specifically the year 2004. And I have a lot of, I wouldn't say they're fond, but I have memories of the early 2000s.
Sure.
And so I'll share a memory before I get into my personal story. Okay. So my favorite memory of the early 2000s is, how it was like the era when I think being a celebutante, as they call it, was kind of at its peak.
Like Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So those types, heiresses and all that. So one of the funniest freaking things I'd ever heard in my life that happened in the early 2000s, you're not old, Emmy, stop it, was when the heiress to the Yahoo fortune was trying to get into a party, and the bouncer didn't know who she was, so he wasn't like letting her in, and she was pulling the "Do you know who I am" card.
Right. I'm Liz Yahoo.
Right. And so, the bouncer's like, "I'm sorry, you're not on the list. You're not on the list." She's like, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" And he's like, "No, I don't know who you are." And she goes, "Well, then Google me, bitch." And TMZ was filming at the time, and her father, one of the co-founders of Yahoo, apparently saw this and like disinherited her from the Yahoo fortune.
That's incredible.
Which is like amazing. It's amazing. But I know. Oh no. Oh yes.
You have to imagine the stock just crashed immediately. Yeah.
Immediately. Just like Yahoo.
Oh boy. Self-diss. Why is Rachel upset? I don't know.
But it's a justifiable upsetness. Yes, I've heard forever. Okay, so a lot of iconic songs came out in the early 2000s, right? I will say the early aughts were a time with the music. It was formative years in our life. And so this story didn't happen in the early 2000s. It happened a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But it involves a song from 2005.
Okay.
So a year and a half ago, I made the mistake of signing up for a hip hop yoga class because it was the only, I like yoga. I like doing yoga. And it was the only class that worked within a time slot that suited my schedule. Sure. And I just kind of resigned myself to the fact that it was a hip hop yoga class. And I was like, oh, they're probably just going to play like, ambient chill hop that you can find on YouTube, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I get in there and we're all seated on our mats, prepped or whatever. And the instructor comes out and she's like, her name's like Stephanie. She's like, okay, class. Okay. Yes, Brett, I resigned myself to a white nonsense class. Stop it. So
you take what's available.
Yeah. So Stephanie goes, okay, class, this is hip hop yoga. Like, we're going to go through a normal vinyasa flow, but like, I'm going to play some like chill ass music in the background. And like, if you feel like taking a dance break or singing along,
Singing along.
Go ahead and sing along. Sing along to the music. And then she like hits play on her Spotify through the speakers of the yoga studio. And the first song to come on, Gold Digger by Kanye. And I'm like, we're not singing. I'm the only Black person in this class. I'm looking at everybody like, y'all are not about to sing.
Did they all just look at you?
Huh?
Did they all just look at you?
Yeah. And I gave them the immediate no.
Oh my God.
Right.
I imagine that like, and of course I don't know the bow skate like that would be the first one.
You'd think, but no, immediate first song. As soon as she hit play, I don't know if it was on shuffle or what, but first song to come on, Gold Digger. And I'm like, no, we're not singing along to this. Oh my God, Shion's in the chat. Hi, Shion. Okay, shall we get into our B.W?
We should. Our
Ooh,
B.W.
Bad film of the week, everybody. This week's film is a classic, the most 2004 film to ever 2004.
Oh God, it really is.
The most 2004 movie to ever 2004. B2K's starring turn. You got served.
You know, is it possible to relate too hard to a movie? I mean,
no.
You got served. I mean, that was my high school experience.
Are you really?
No, it was. I'm so perplexed by it. Because that's the thing. Like you look at memories, like you look at like images, like trends of the 2000s and stuff, and like I remember all that, but like. So 2004, I'm 15, and that's not the whole idea. I mean, the whole joke of this show is like me having like my culture is fucking garbage. But it's like when I was 15, especially, the music I listened to was like my dad's Styx and REO Speedwagon albums.
Oh boy. Ooh.
Like all the shit I missed. It was like on the radio. So like You Got Served. I'm like, it feels like I'm an alien watching it, and it's very.
Did you feel like you learned something a little bit? Did you get some insight?
No. I didn't learn anything. It was like because they have this crew indiscriminately at this venue owned by Steve Harvey.
Okay, first of all, let me point out that Steve Harvey's character is named Mr. Rad.
Mr. Rad, yeah. which is a dope name. Tookie, will you call me Mr. Rad?
Absolutely not. That's our one F word for the night, as to not violate HR, which we really we're on a thin ice. Anyway, so this is this is Steve Harvey in that middle period between Choppa suits, big suits, and him hosting Family Feud in a more tailored suit, right?
Right.
But he was also transitioning out of his alleged toupee. So I don't know if you noticed,
the hat.
He had a hat on the whole time.
He did. He had the stash. He's always had the stash.
He always. That's
yeah. He had the hat on, and like every single time, because the dance battles are judged by applause. I just in my head every time he'd ask for it, he was saying "Survey says."
No, this was definitely before he was getting Family Feud checks. Yes, as Emmy pointed out, Mr. Rad, who is also somehow friends with the local mafia. Well, no. He was friends with Mr. Chuck, a burly LAPD officer.
Right. Yeah. Who has a gun and is also wearing the most dad cargo pants I've ever seen. It was like a red polo shirt tucked into blue cargo pants.
Yes. I mean, Shion doesn't realize or didn't remember that Steve Harvey's in this. Steve Harvey's in this.
He is.
Yeah. Okay. So how would you break down this movie? Because I believe like it's 80% dancing,
Right.
10% montages.
It's like, yeah,
There were
80%.
a lot of montages, and then
Right.
10% basketball.
Yeah. No, I would say it's 8% basketball and 2% really weird slow motion kissing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It happens like because David, is that his name? David?
His name is David.
He's dating yeah, I see so much of myself in You Got Serves David. He's dating the sister of Elgin.
Elgin.
And there's every time they kiss, just camera cut and just like full on tongue, like it's so blatant. But like, yeah, it's 80% dancing, and all of a sudden, and also the dancing, every single dance sequence is like 3,000 cuts.
Yes.
I'm just like, why? Clearly, these people are dance crews. Like, just let them do the thing.
Yeah, no.
Every dance sequence was like a Fast and the Furious chase. Like,
so, I think the breakout star of the movie, aside from Lil Saint, R.I.P. Lil Saint.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Lil Saint. The breakout star of the film, who most people, when they remember his line, are like, "Oh, I remember that," and then they laugh. Is that one random guy who, when David and Elgin explain that they've been challenged to a battle for $5,000, he goes, "Show me the money." What? Right.
I love these specific amounts. $5,000. It's so specific. I love it.
So if you hadn't picked up, this movie, in the same vein as Leprechaun in the Hood, is an allegory about the dangers of gentrification.
It is because they're from Orange County, right?
The rival do. And yeah. What does it say about men's fashion and grooming in particular, where in the late 90s, especially at the peak of boy bands, it was very common to see frosted tips, guys with the spiked up hair and the frosted blonde tips, but dark hair in the bottom. And then by 2004, men were wearing their hair gelled up and looking like sea anemones, right? Like they look like sea urchins, and that was considered hot.
Yeah,
in the early 2000s.
The main bad guy looks like Sugar Ray. His hair is what we were joking, the COVID virus.
Yes, he looks like a more malignant strain of coronavirus. Like he
does.
He looks
like the final evil form of Justin Timberlake.
Oh my God.
Like Justin Timberlake would fight him at the top of a mountain for his soul.
You're telling me Justin Timberlake's old ramen noodle hair somehow spiked out, and that's his evolved Pokemon form?
It's his evolved evil. Like when Justin Timberlake shed that part of himself to achieve the level of fame he has now, this is what happened, and it formed this guy. He's like, well, I'm going to do dance crews against people from South Central.
Yes. And co-opting their this was okay. Like, You Got Served can sort of best be described as Bring It On for men. You know how like they have Dove for men,
right?
You Got Served is Bring It On for men, for him.
It was a very male dominated movie.
It was. Not as
I
bad
mean,
as Killer Bean. Killer Bean, there were literally no women in
no
Killer
women at all.
Yeah.
This like, yeah, because David is dating his sister, and
Wait, no. David is dating Elgin's sister. Please clarify
Elgin's sister, right? His
before we
meaning Elgin.
violate HR like less than 10 minutes into the show.
What if you got started a random incest angle? No. Sorry, I said it. Yeah, sorry, HR. But yeah, and there's one of those times because the two of a falling out, as you are wont to do with your best friend after
you deliver drugs and by yourself and get beat up because your partner was on a
also as somebody who loves public domain sound effects, that beat up scene in the hallway was fucking hilarious. Like they use like the punch noise like from like a cartoon as he's getting hit, and like of course it's not hilarious, but I can't not notice these public domain noises.
Yes.
But like, right, and they have a falling out, and Elgin is talking to his sister, and it happens like 6 times where she goes to say something. He's like, no, I don't want to hear it. And it's one of those like that whole joke with a movie where it's like if two people just had a conversation, the entire movie would be over.
Yeah.
Like that's what You Got Served is.
Yes.
They're with 80% of it being dancing split up over 6,000 different takes. The other 10% would be the movie would be 10 minutes shorter if they just had a conversation. And the other thing with the dancing, somebody pointed out to me a few years ago once, like we were watching a movie and it was like a club scene, and it's like, when they're filming, they're not playing any music.
Right.
And I cannot stop thinking about that every single movie I see. So when You Got Served, I'm like, there's just silence while they're doing this, I assume.
We can assume. Assume. But the soundtrack, though, that soundtrack goes hard, right?
I really don't know the best word to describe it, but like an earlier mid 2000s movie to me, there's no more 2000s cut to me than like characters looking forlorn, and it's like a montage and like cutting between different characters while like TLC is playing in the background, like that slow methodic hip hop sort of, and it's like, hey, and it's like the sun is setting, like those cuts that look like an All for One music video.
Oh man.
And
middle school dance classic.
I know it's a true mood. It really is. And
yeah. So our street reporter, Emmy Service from the Stream Team,
yes,
did the Lord's work and watched You Got Served.
She did.
Yes, and so we've got footage of her ordeal. Well, actually, she kind of enjoyed it. So yeah, let's check out what Emmy has to say.
Yeah.
Hashtag Stream Team.
Stream Team.
You got served, and also you get to see my super white dance moves during this because I
didn't judge.
I'm not a good dancer.
I made sure to remain perfectly still this entire movie.
R-A-G. I always thought it was D-O-O-R-A-G. At what point is the dance battle over? Does someone have to neck? Is it when everyone has sweat through their clothes? Does the crowd decide the winner? I have so many questions about this competition. Oh, well,
that's the thing. Is music playing during all this?
We don't know. We don't
know. Oh no.
Right, crime boss.
I believe Emmy described him as a Black Marlon Brando, and that's accurate.
I can't tell if he's being cute or creepy.
Creepy.
Right. She looks like she's 32, by the way.
Stop it.
They look like they're wearing similar outfits. I feel like there's a whole aesthetic going with it. Baggy everything.
Very baggy.
Little girls
that was
like double X.
That was the fashion.
No good reason.
There's
there it is.
Same or similar outfits the entire movie until the very, very end when they have matching outfits. Is that a little Walt from Lost?
You think I like you or something?
Nah, but
because I do like you.
What?
I like
That's
you.
going it so quickly.
Oh,
Yep.
hey, yo, y'all hold up, all right?
Yes,
Also-
the co-lead
He's so cute.
Right.
in this film, formerly Roger of Sister Sister, Marcus Houston.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Also, yeah, the bagginess is very evident when they're playing basketball. They look like pantaloons.
Yeah.
Like they look like musketeers who don't have their shirts on.
Oh, the grandmother with gout and a bad back and every ailment possible.
She was my favorite character.
Yes.
We're not supposed to learn the moral of the story till the end of the movie, Steve Harvey.
He's always spoiling it.
Yes, because
Yep.
Movie title.
movie title.
Look at that hair.
Tell me why.
He looks like a sea urchin.
He really does.
All into their dance.
He looks like it's where you put your keys.
Oh. He's gonna go as
He had a cool voice. I liked his whole
and be on a date
You
with
mean Black Marlon Brando, aka Emerald?
get killed.
Emerald. Yeah. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Yeah.
Oh snap! Is that Mike Giordano in the chat? Hi.
Hey, Mike.
Oh no, they're setting it up. Oh. Now here's the next question: how do they know what like segment of dancing they're going to go into next? Is it like one big long choreographed thing? Is it like you call them football plays on the fly?
That's a really good because you have to have the whole sequence planned out, I imagine. But yeah, what if you have to pivot?
Right. Oh, here it is. Here comes a montage.
There it is
10% of the movie is just montages.
in the rain.
Horrible. Why in the fuck are they practicing their dance moves in the pouring rain?
Yeah, in LA.
Right. It's raining. I gotta go outside.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Well,
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rad.
storyline neatly. I'm gonna guess something's gonna happen, and then David and Elgin's crews are gonna combine or something.
Yep.
Yep.
Mr. Rad, how come you don't hang out with anyone your own age?
Have her own face on the back of it.
She does have her own face airbrushed on the back of her shirt. Okay, this doctor,
Oh,
well known on Black sitcoms, particularly for his role as Mr. Ogilvy on The Parkers.
huh.
See, what did I say? Here are the matching outfits. You only get matching outfits at the finals.
Yep.
Nodding.
Why is little Kim in just a bikini?
Because Tookie, I have to be honest with you. So when Little Kim pops up, I'm like, shit, I know this is somebody, but to guess who it is would be racist. And I had to look it up.
Little Kim, not yet in her final form. Honestly, beautiful woman. What?
Why do little
But
Kim and Wade Robson
That's neither here nor there. Conversation for another time.
the entire competition? I don't know that would play in any other arena. If they have a shot of Little Saint at the end, like smiling, looking down at him, I'm gonna throw something. I'm still waiting for them to bust out the basketball and start dribbling in the middle of the dance routine. But again, when do we decide that it's over? When does Steve Harvey come out with the bell?
Well, much like improv, dance crews also have object work.
I'm so shocked.
No
I
comment.
will say, of the movies that I've seen so far for Tookie, this was the most like a movie. It was not a good movie, but it had a plot and a script. I don't think anyone should be ashamed of themselves after the movie, as I did with LaQuisha and Zootopia. Was this movie predictable as fuck? Yup. It had a good soundtrack. I'm so sorry for this. I can't stop.
I completely agree. Thank you,
Yeah.
Stream Team Emmy Service.
Thank you, Emmy, doing the Lord's work. Check out Emmy's YouTube channel and her Twitch channel at your service.
Yeah, it's totally. That is not a. She's totally right. A Zootopia or Loquisha, it is not something that you. It is not a stain on these people's careers. It was like, it's a goofy AF dance movie, and the other thing I have to say is I hate how I knew the second Lil Saint is introduced. I was like, that kid's gonna fucking die. Like, you knew it. Like, Hardball scarred me because the cute little boy and like the second it's like, yeah, don't hang out with that other kids you're running with. Hang out with us. He's gonna fucking die. He is, and he did, and it's the guy punches the wall, and
he went on to play. Is it Dwight in Lost? Who was that? If you watch Lost, apparently he played the little kid in Lost.
Walt.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I recognize him. Right.
Yeah. So illustrious career. I'm not even being facetious. Like went on to, have roles in like very niche cult classic, cult following type of projects.
Totally.
Yeah. So David,
Hmm.
your ranking scale for these films is how much white guilt they make you feel.
Right. I'm gonna say it's 10 public apologies to Lil Kim.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
For
respect it.
not immediately knowing who she was, and being my first guess was going to be Missy Elliott. I'll be honest with you.
David.
I know. I don't fucking know. I told you I didn't listen to any of that in the early. I didn't listen to anything. It was going to be the first guess, and which is why I didn't guess it, and then I saved to share on this show. So,
Jesus.
yep.
Jesus. All right. Emmy needs to know. David is canceled. Emmy needs to know how, on a scale of 1 to 5 basketballs, how many basketballs do you give this movie?
I'll give it 3.
Okay, 3 out of 5 basketballs.
It is not. Loquisha filled me with a blind rage, and Killer Bean made me want to Killer Bean myself. And yeah, you got served. It's fun, and it's a goofy 2000s thing, and like, sure, like, let us actually see the dance sequences, but other than that, it's fine.
It's fine, yeah. It's tolerable. It teaches us about the dangers of gentrification, but also the need for more unity within Black communities.
Mm-hmm.
And, that we all need a greater cause to rally around. And in this film, in this case, it was the cause of Little Saint, R.I.P.
Cause of Little Saint and friendship. And yeah, I would say we were served a fine movie.
All right. All right. Relax.
Sorry.
Relax, David. Relax. HR is booing you.
HR highlighted their own comments. Okay. Yep.
Everyone's booing you. All right. Oh, man. What a time. So next up, we're going to have our guest for the evening. But before then, let's take a short break and enjoy some music from the house band Lovers Lounge.
Now, this song goes out to all the fine ladies in Dallas, Texas who just want to twerk inside a restaurant in peace without the restaurant owner coming to cuss them out. This one's for you. Throw that ass in a circle. 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 Real ass bitch. Give a bottle walrus. Big Birkin bag. Hold 5 or 6 figures. Stripes on my ass, so he called his pussy Tigger. Fucking on a skinless, rich ass walrus. Act up, you can get snatched up. 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 Throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. Twerk to your heart's content.
All right, Lovers Lounge, everybody. Apparently some current event political commentary there. I didn't know that they had like a subcategory of protest music in their catalog. But yeah, apparently there was news that broke of a restaurant owner in Dallas, Texas, who cussed out some patrons for twerking in the middle of the restaurant.
Oh my God.
They put on "Throw That Ass in a Circle," which is a twerk classic. So,
well, I mean, Lovers Lounge, they're breaking down barriers every show.
Every week.
Yeah.
Every week. Staying
Great
on top of staying on top of that current news cycle, which respect, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing. You wanna, I'm more concerned about the fact that people in the restaurant weren't wearing masks. Like, if you're gonna twerk, bounce your cheeks in the opposite direction of my food, but also wear a mask while you do it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not super against them yelling at people because it's just like, come on, man. Like, everything that's going on, you have to be twerking in here too. Like, stay at your table.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm just more upset that the patrons were dining indoors and not wearing masks.
Right. Dance on the patio.
Right. Twerk on the patio. But
yeah,
he really came in, and there's video everywhere. Black Twitter definitely exploded with that news. It was a time. The memes were everywhere. But yeah, if you're gonna go out and venture out into the world during a pandemic, and the DJ puts on "Throw That Ass in a Circle," go ahead and twerk. Just twerk safely and not on top of my food.
Yep. Twerk at home. Why not?
Twerk. That's the safest place to twerk. Mm-hmm. Let's get into our guest for the evening. I'm really excited to bring her on.
Yeah.
Everyone, please give a warm welcome to the ever funny and ever wonderful Izzy DeRosa.
Hello. Thank you for having me. Hey. I wanted to say I really enjoyed the band. It actually inspired me to grab. I have a shirt with lyrics from the band on it, except they're just the letters.
Yes, real ass bitch. Give up. Oh, yes, absolutely.
A walrus. Yeah, it's a very fun shirt gifted to me by a friend. I like to believe that I would be a city girl.
Yes.
In another life.
Yes. Our house band, Lovers Lounge, they play like all the jazz classics from Sinatra to Ella Fitzgerald to Duke Ellington to City Girls and Ludacris. So definitely check out, they're supposed to be putting out an album either at the end of the year or sometime next year, but they're going to do like an end of year compilation. So be sure to check that out.
Oh, I will. I definitely will.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're hanging in there as best as possible. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Yes, of course. Thank you again for having me.
Do you have any thoughts on You Got Served?
Yes. So I watched it the way that I watch a lot of movies, which is reading the Wikipedia of the movie.
Right.
And checking the Rotten Tomatoes. So, You know what, though? I watched a couple clips of it, and I think I actually have seen this movie a long time ago.
Yeah.
So... because it did give me very strong nostalgia and Bring It On for Men, like you guys said. It's something. Yeah, literally.
How would you rate it among the 2000s era films that you've seen that are like from like corny good to corny not so good?
You know what? I would say this is somewhere in between. Mm-hmm. I would want to know who directed it and the racial identity of the person who wrote and directed the film. Because if it's if it is a Black-owned film, if you will, then I feel comfortable with how the film went.
Okay.
If not, I'm like, where did you get these ideas? But I would say it's somewhere in the middle. It's like very predictable, like I forget who was on video.
Which video?
Just now. Our special guest who was doing the recap.
Emmy
Server. Yes. Okay. The Adderall has since worn off since this morning. My ADHD is out of control this late at night, so it's hard to remember. Yes, Emmy. Okay. Like she said, very predictable. So for me in quarantine, predictable movies have been really comforting. So I think I am going to actually go watch it with my eyes and not just with my reading of the brain.
Right.
It's a comfort watch for
Yeah.
like that nostalgia of that era for sure.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So
And the-
Izzy,
Mhm.
we here at the Rehash like to play a little game with our guests.
Mhm.
It's real quick.
Mhm.
Called What's Your Deal? So we're going to deal you out numbers. So 1 through 5, and you are going to pick a random number from 1 through 5.
Okay. 4 is my favorite number. So.
All right. David, is it? I should do this one, right?
That's all you.
Okay. So we
You
have.
drew the jackpot early, Izzy.
This is true.
Ooh,
Okay. So we have a recurring game on this show that is it a cat from the musical Cats or something else? But today we are switching it up. So what you're going to tell me is it the title of a country song or the title of a really bad early 2000s Hallmark movie?
Ooh, okay. Oh, I love this.
Because 'tis the season for Hallmark movies.
Yep.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Okay. First up, you're the reason our kids are so ugly.
Country song.
That is a country song by Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Yes. All right. Next up, A Carol Christmas.
Like a Hallmark movie.
That is a Hallmark movie. It's a movie where Tori Spelling plays a talk show host and is visited by 3 ghosts like Christmas Carol, except 2 of the ghosts are William Shatner and Gary Coleman.
I think I've seen that.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I have to double check, but it sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it's just like one of every Christmas Carol story.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's been so many movies where William Shatner and Gary Coleman teamed up. It could be another one. But
Name a more iconic duo.
right. Twins.
Okay.
The City Girls.
The city. You right.
Mhm.
JT and
Yeah.
Miami.
Yep.
Free JT. Well, she is free. So yes, go City Girls.
So yeah.
Okay. Next up. If you don't believe I love you, just ask my wife.
Country song.
That is a country song by Gary P. Nunn. All right.
These names. Jeez.
You know what it is? I feel like Hallmark is careful. These country songs are very scandalous, these titles. I feel like Hallmark is careful.
Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Okay.
True.
Next one. Chasing Leprechauns.
Oh gosh. Hallmark?
That is a Hallmark movie. So
Okay.
So it's a movie about where a company sends a troubleshooter, as they call it, to Ireland to find out why they can't build a plant outside a small village. But it turns out the land is protected by a law that claims it's inhabited by endangered leprechauns and that no building can be built there. So, of course, the adventure is that it leads the man to fall in love with Ireland's top pixie expert, who teaches him all about the mystical ways of the leprechauns.
Wow.
I know. Go Lifetime.
Yeah, that's something.
Okay, next one. Thank God and Greyhound She's Gone.
Country song?
That is a country song by Roy Clark.
The most country name.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. The Town Christmas Forgot.
Oh. I actually am going to go with country song.
That's a Hallmark movie.
Oh, damn.
It's a Hallmark movie. It's a movie about this middle-class white family that gets stranded on Christmas in a really poor town, literally called Nowhere Town.
Huh.
And they teach the residents about the meaning of Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, The Curse of King Tut's Tomb.
Hallmark movie.
That is a Hallmark movie with really bad CGI because it was trying to capitalize off of The Mummy having just come out.
Ah.
I would listen to that country song, though.
Yeah.
Are you sure if you like listen to that song, a girl doesn't come out of the screen and then you die 7 days later?
Probably.
Okay. Next up, She Never Told Me She Was a Mime.
Country song.
Tricky question. Yes, a song by Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh,
Country.
yeah.
Okay. Please, Daddy, don't get drunk on Christmas.
Country song.
That is a country song by John Denver.
Oh,
I know. And lastly, Old Deuteronomy.
country song.
Curveball. It's a cat from the musical Cats.
Oh,
That was
Old
a curveball.
Deuteronomy.
No, that's just me.
Wow.
That was just me being silly. All right.
I
Pick a
love it.
number. Pick a number.
1.
All right, David.
All right, 1. So, Izzy, I'm going to give you a bunch of pairs of things, and one's got to go. So you got to tell me of that pair which one you'd throw out forever.
Okay. Sounds
right.
good.
Digital cameras or iPods?
iPods.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. Juicy am I saying this right? Juicy couture sweatsuits or UGG boots?
I would throw away the UGG boots.
Ooh. Okay.
Interesting. And just so I know, couture sweatsuits, this is like with Juicy on the butt.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And they're like velvet or velour, I guess.
Right. That. Okay. All right. Lindsay Lohan's singing career or Paris Hilton's singing career?
One gotta go.
Oh. That's hard.
They're both so good.
Yeah. I think I'm going to throw away Lindsay Lohan's career because I cannot remember a Lindsay Lohan song right now. I know that there were bops, but Paris had Stars Are Blind. And that was
Iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, Brett Rumors was a good song. Also, shout out to Allison about the talking about ADHD. I love talking about it. It's insufferable. It's my personality lately.
Hi, Allison in the chat. Hello.
Mhm.
Welcome. So sorry you have to see this.
Alrighty. Next one. The Red Sox winning their first World Series in like a million years or Nipplegate?
One gotta go. Oh my God, Nipplegate. Janet deserves better.
Justice for both her breasts.
Yeah. Yes. Poor girl.
All right. Halle Berry's Oscar moment or Jamie Foxx's Oscar moment?
One gotta go.
Jamie Foxx gotta go.
Oof. All right.
And I feel like I have to, because was Halle Berry's, is that when she kissed Adrian Brody?
Might have been.
Is that when
I
that
actually
happened?
I don't even remember, but I just like Halle Berry.
I think we blocked that moment, the kiss, out of our collective memory.
I hope so.
Probably. Yeah, I didn't even remember that happening.
Okay.
All right. Next number. Pick a number. Number 2. All right. This is square up. So you got to tell me who'd win in a fight. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Who'd win in a fight? Napster users versus LimeWire users.
LimeWire.
You had to be about that life to use LimeWire for sure.
You were willing to destroy the family computer if you used LimeWire.
It's true. Okay. Who'd win in a fight? The cast of Austin Powers versus the cast of Anchorman. Like the fembots and everything, or the news crew.
Probably the cast of Austin Powers.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's a hard one though. That's really difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Who would win in a fight? This is ooh, yes, it's getting tougher. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Who'd win in a fight? Maya, Pink, Lil Kim, and Christina Aguilera on Lady Marmalade versus Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, and Jessie J on Bang Bang.
Ooh. I'm gonna say the Lady Marmalade girls Marmalade are gonna win in the fight because I don't think Jessie J is a fighter. I
agree.
And I think I gotta be honest, I think Nicki is a talker. I think Nicki does a lot of fighting with her mind and her words, but I don't think that she would square up physically.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Who'd win in a fight? J-Lo and Ben Affleck, or J-Lo and Mark Anthony?
J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Mark Anthony is so skinny.
He's
And I
got
don't know if that's, does he have, is there something? Sorry, that maybe that's body shaming.
no, I was gonna say he's got very much Timothée Chalamet energy,
Yes.
but Latinx.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. That's how yeah. Like, I feel like J-Lo would be carrying the fight with that she and Mark Anthony are in. Whereas Ben Affleck, it's two, you got two dogs in that fight.
You're right. Okay. Who'd win in a fight? Brad and Jen or Brad and Angelina?
Oh, that's hard. Brad and Jen.
Ooh, they're scrappy?
Yeah, I
They're
think
scrappy?
so. I think so.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
snap.
hard too. Wow, these are getting harder. Are there
I
more?
know. Okay, lastly, who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? All the ex-members of Destiny's Child versus all the members of 3LW.
Ex-members of Destiny's Child. Like, one of them went to jail. Like, those girls are tough.
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God.
All right. Pick your next number.
Okay, so I did 1, 2, and 4.
Mhm.
I'll go 5.
David, that's you.
All righty, Izzy. This is boy band member or video game character.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be hard. Okay.
All right. Nathan Drake.
Video game character.
Yes, he is. He was in Uncharted. Next one. Jacob Underwood.
Video game.
Nope. He was in a boy band. He was in O-Town.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I know.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm saying it like I know these things. I don't know who these people are. I do know next. Okay. Lil Fizz.
Video game.
Izzy.
It's a boy band?
Yes.
B2K.
Oh my God.
I was rooting for you. We were
That's
all
bad. I know. Oh, that's terrible.
All right.
Wow, I'm embarrassed. Okay.
That's right. I don't know any of these. If that probably doesn't help you. It doesn't make you feel better that I don't know these. But all right. Marcus Phoenix.
See, the Phoenix is making me think video game.
You are
I know.
correct.
I'm sorry. Okay, good. I'm sorry to the audience. Emmy said we're all rooting for you. How dare you? Miss Banks, I'm sorry. And then Brett said I didn't read close enough. And you're right, Brett. But like I said, if you were listening, I have ADHD, so I probably, it's very, very ableist, if you will.
Yeah, the rehash chat is they pull no punches. But,
Yeah. Brutal.
all right. Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, tough one. Boy band.
Okay. Yep.
And criminal.
You're right. Justice for both of Janet's breasts.
Yep.
Yep. Jeff Timmons.
Boy band?
Yes, 98 Degrees.
Okay.
Gordon Freeman.
Video game.
Yep. Half-Life. I can't imagine a boy band member being named Gordon. But,
Yeah.
all right. John Marston.
Video game?
Yes, he was in Red Dead Redemption. Kevin Richardson.
Boy band.
Backstreet Boys, correct.
Yes. Okay.
Fun fact: every boy band has, they have the heartthrob, the bad boy, the vaguely ethnic one, and the one with the eyebrows. Kevin, classic, the one with the eyebrows.
Yep. I want to say Kevin met my mom so when they did, like, my mom works at Children's Hospital in Boston, and they do their, like, tours where they go to the and I want to say Kevin is the one that she met, like, has like a picture with.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
he was meeting a patient that she works with,
That's
but I
really
can't remember which one. Yeah,
Oh my God.
it wasn't the most famous. It was probably eyebrows or vaguely ethnic.
Right. Okay. Chun-Li.
Video game.
Yep. Street Fighter. T-Hawk.
Mhm. Boy band.
Also from Street Fighter.
What? Oh, I'm terrible.
Leon Kennedy.
Boy band.
Nope. Video game. Resident Evil.
Wow.
All right. Last one. Mario.
Video game. I had to
Yes.
think of the word video game for a second.
I had
Phrase.
I had to double check on that one because there was the artist Mario, but he was never in a boy band. He was
Oh,
Mario, right? Yep.
Yes, I believe that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't even think about that though.
All right, your last one, number 3.
Yes.
Number 3 is convince me. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm skeptical about a lot of things,
Mhm.
but I am open to other people's opinions. In the past, we've had people convince me of all sorts of things. One of which still people are having a hard time convincing me of that frozen peas are actually delicious in macaroni and cheese.
Is that what I'm supposed to convince you?
No.
Okay.
No, because you're not white. It's fine. I only ask that of my white guests because it seems to be a white people thing.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel like it is.
We'll chat afterwards when David's out.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yes, yes, Brett, you should be offended.
Yep.
Okay, so on this week's edition of Convince Me, you have to convince me, Izzy, whether the boy was Monica's or Brandy's.
Oh my. Okay. I'm going to say the boy was Brandy's.
Oh, okay.
I think that Brandy is a very much overlooked gem. I think that she deserved way more attention and accolades than she has received. She was Black Cinderella. She was she's written so much music. She's done so much musically, stuff we don't even know about. She has to put up with having Ray J as a brother. That must be insufferable.
That alone.
Yeah. Like, talk about somebody who cannot let go of their ex. Ray J. Also, let's see. Yeah, I think it's just her. I think that it. Oh, but yeah, I think it was Brandy's. I'm just gonna stick with that.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. You heard it here first, exclusively on the Rehash, folks. The boy was Brandy's.
Yep.
Yes. And that is What's Your Deal? Yay, you completed the game. Woo!
Yay, that was fun.
Yeah. Izzy, tell everybody where they can find you. What's your social media? Any projects you're up to? Any shows that you're doing? Tell us all.
Okay, cool. All right, you can follow me on social media at Izzy DeRosa. I am on Instagram and Twitter and lightly on TikTok, doing a lot of scrolling on TikTok, but I don't do a lot of content creation there. But I guess I don't really do that anywhere. And I have an Instagram live show called Taking It Izzy every Sunday most Sundays at 8 p.m., where I just interview people and ask them how they are taking it Izzy during the chaos that is 2020.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Make sure to follow Izzy everywhere. Check out Taking It Izzy. It's a super fun show. I've done it before. Very chill vibes. Fun thing to do on Sunday night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Yay. Good night. David, we did it.
We did it. That was great.
Thank you, audience, for hanging out with us, sticking around, enjoying the show. Did you have fun? I hope you had fun.
Let us know in the comments if you had fun.
Make sure to like and follow all things 2MB Studios on all the platforms. It's a good time. You see our faces. You see much more faces. You see all the contents. Check out 3weeks.courses online if you're interested in expanding your skill set. And when they ask how you found them, check out click 2MB Studios.
Yeah.
Fun was had. Yay. I'm so glad. Mwah. Thank you all. So next week, David, this is going to be a doozy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
We really have a bit of a rhythm here where you give me a softball and then it's followed by absolute fucking dog shit. So
it's because I love you, David.
I
We're
love
in
you
this together.
too. We are. And You Got Served, I feel, was that wasn't a softball so much as a pillow to rest my head on, which inevitably means I'm terrified for next week.
Yes. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to terabyte.get, the good homie who is a mutual on Twitter. Wow, so good to see you here in the chat. So happy you're here. Okay.
Hey, Tara.
So You Got Served is number 2 in a series of 3 films, part of a collection that I call The Joy of Dance. Because we explored dancing throughout these 3 films. The first installment was, of course, Killer Bean Forever.
Yeah.
Because if you find it on YouTube, it opens with an amazing dance sequence in a warehouse. It's just beans and they're
amazing.
dancing.
Yeah.
You Got Served, a movie all about dance, and then we cap off this little beautiful trilogy of The Joy of Dance with early 90s cinematic gem. Straight to DVD. Well, I'm sorry. Straight to VHS. There we go. Where's my head today? Straight to VHS. Classic dance film. Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him, the movie, starring MC Hammer. Take it away.
What the fuck?
Y'all do this. Everybody do this thing. You know, on this first. Okay, how?
I think I can rap better than MC Hammer. They call me Jay. You should have figured it out, but now I don't play. But opening up your conscience to what I gotta say would be clever.
MC Hammer, move over. Once more, I'm controlling the mic. MC Burrell has made your night. You all the hype spirits reach the peak for the rest of the night. Yo, you won't sleep.
And for MC
I like those glasses.
laid, he a teeny tiny roach in a can of raid. I said I'm cutting it down like a razor blade. Lay down, roach. He just got sprayed.
It's real out here, David.
Pick up the hammer. Pick up the hammer.
This is a movie that I wrote myself. I wrote some of the activities and the events that happened in my life, but not necessarily a documentary, just through experience. The church scene has evolved from being a member of a church and seeing different things happen in the church. The help to children comes from seeing kids get killed in the neighborhood.
In this particular movie, we want people to be horrified.
Yes, David, get into it. Viewers, get into it.
Accidental death.
Is that Steve Jobs?
No.
We in it to win it.
Those people look alike, David. The Joy of Dance. Look at it in action. Get into it.
They're excited.
MC Hammer.
I think this dude is a good idea.
Let's make it move.
What is the track?
It's gonna be popular. Thank you. Let's make it move.
This is not Hollywood. This is Oakland.
Let's make it move. Okay, so where it goes, carry on moving like you're having fun, but be absolutely silent. Let's make it move.
My motto is peace. You are deceased. For trying to run up when you should shut up. I got the method. So learn to stay awake when I take time away from the opponent who push opponent. Back to basics, back to school, back to me. Back up from plan B.
Over and over, I'll rock the mic, then I'll amaze you and make you feel hype. The time has come for boys to be aware. They better go one before I dare to swear that these girls are here, ready and hyped and guaranteed to rock you through the night.
You better get to the floor. Boom.
Yep. Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him, the movie. Titled after MC Hammer's seminal album, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him, the same title. His turn, his cinematic debut, his starring turn. There was no trailer for this movie available, so this is like a snippet of the making of that film.
Right.
But if you care to watch, there is a straight from VHS rip of the film available on YouTube.
How do they do that?
I don't ask how it got there. Okay.
They invented that technology to put this movie on YouTube. And wait, so this is a fictional movie with MC Hammer, and we just saw. Okay.
Yes. And you know what? And you know what, David? This movie won a Grammy.
Really?
For best long form music video.
Honestly, I'm with She Is B. I honestly, I think I want to watch this. This may be the first one that we've watched. You've imparted on me that I feel like I am not dreading this. I'm not openly dreading this.
But
I am dipping my toes in, and I don't think it's going to be that cold. That was a really weird metaphor to use, but
yeah,
that's what came to
I'm
mind.
Concerned.
Sorry,
I'm very concerned.
Yep.
But yeah, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him: the movie is available to watch on YouTube. It is less than an hour long.
That immediately makes it the best one we'll have watched. That immediately makes it amazing. Yep.
It is a time. It is a time. It is a time.
We'll see.
Okay, yes. 5901, yes. So viewers, if you are so inclined, check out the link to the movie below, save it, either watch it after we wrap up tonight or sometime later in the week. You make it, honestly, if you last through it, if you last through the church scene, if you make it through the whole movie past the church scene, I'll Venmo you $1.
Okay.
Join the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Drop your Venmo in the chat next week. And let me know. Let me know how the movie ends, of course, and the names of the children, because you got to do it for the children.
All right.
You got to tell me what happens if you make it past the church scene, because that is a scene. I'll Venmo you $1 straight up.
All right. I'm gonna call you out on that, but sounds good.
Yes, this is sort of like an add-on to they're not Bebe's kids, Brett. We're past that. We're past that.
Yeah, cancel Brett, not me anymore. Cancel
so this is sort of an add-on to the legacy of Little Saint, and a precursor, it sort of like foreshadowing what happens to kids in hood movies.
Oh boy.
Over the years. I'm sorry. But yes, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, the movie, available to watch on YouTube. Enjoy yourself. Viewers, thank you. Thank you so much for sticking around and joining us on our little show here.
I've been Mr. Rad.
Ew, David. We're not doing that.
Why not?
We're not doing that.
All right. First
of all, do you really want to walk around in an under-tailored suit and gigantic mustache for no reason?
It's better than what I've got going on now. So why not?
Oh, yes, you're right. I accidentally just Alexis shit.
Oh, man.
I know. That's like an inside baseball reference and whatnot. I'm so glad you all had fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to watch. We're here every Friday at same time, same place, 10:30 p.m. on the 2MB Twitch. Like, follow, subscribe, all the thing. Please don't follow me on Twitter because it is wildly problematic. But check out David's Twitter and Instagram and all things 2MB. And tune in again.
Thank you so much, everyone.
We love you. Bye.